Um, Good morning. How's everybody doing? This is We the Israel. This video is according to Torah. I'm in the process of trying to relay information to brothers and sisters on how to keep the laws of the Creator, showing that if we keep the laws that the Most High is there for us, and He's our shield and our buckler, and He will provide and protect us. But we have to be willing to keep the laws of the Creator. So with that being said, it's just like a lot of our people are unaware of what's going on right now in the last days, that we having a lot of disruption, basically in a whole entire globe right about now. So everywhere where Israel is scattered, there's turmoil. You know what I'm saying? And Israel needs to be awakened and be willing to turn back to the Creator. You know what I'm saying? As far as that goes. And it's very important that we understand and know who we are and know what is expected from us by the Creator. So just want to throw out some information. I hope some brothers and sisters grab hold of it, that that we all could come back together and be at peace with the Creator. So I pray to Yah that I'm doing the right thing, and hope that He be with me and guide me. Because right now, things is not looking good for us at all. And this has everything to do with the entire world. It's a lot of disruption, a lot of killing, a lot of stealing, a lot of lies going on. That the Most High is displeased with us. That He is ready to end our lives due to the fact of all the violence that's being done in the world. But I just want to elaborate to Israel. The Most High told you, He said, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, right? Let me read this scripture. It says, Isaiah 58:1. Let me get that. He says, cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinance of their God. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to God. So, with that being said, a lot of people are unaware of who that God is. We're breaking a lot of laws, statutes, and commandments, of being unaware about what Yah expects for us to do. And we really need to come to a point in life where we are willing to get ourselves back on the right track. Because if we don't, it's the end for us. So I know the Most High don't need me to do anything, you know what I'm saying? But I do know that He commands me to do what is expected and required of Him. So when you read Ezekiel 3:17 through 19, and I'm going to read right here. It says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So, according to the law, Leviticus 19:17 says, Thou shalt not hate thy neighbor in thy heart, in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him. And when we talk about the word rebuke, it's to correct the wrongdoing and to making things right. You know what I'm saying? So I want to go into some scriptures about reproof and corrections according to the law of Leviticus 19:17. It says Psalms 19:8. The statutes of the Most High are right, rejoice in the heart. The commandments of the Most High is pure, enlightening the eyes. Psalms 119:98 through 100 says, Though through thy commandment hast made me wiser than my enemies, for they are ever with me. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. Psalms 119:105 is, Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path. Following with Isaiah 8:20, to the law and to the testimony. If they speak not according to this word, it is because there's no light in them. So we use the law for understanding and for guidance, to inform us what it is expected, to not go against the Creator's laws, to abide in His word and be obedient to His word. Right? So let me show you context in Psalms 19:17. 7 through 9 says, the law of the Most High is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Most High is sure, making wise the simple. The statutes of the Most High are right, rejoicing the heart. The commandments of the Most High is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of the Most High is clean, enduring forever. The judgment of the Most High are true and righteous altogether. So this is why it says very important for us to use the law in order to know the truth. Let's go further along. And we read in Psalms 141 and 5 said, let the righteous smite me, it shall be a kindness, and let him reprove me. It shall be an excellent oil, which shall not break my head, for my prayer also shall be in their calamities. Proverbs 5 and 12, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof. Proverbs 15 and 31, the ear they hear the reproof of life abideth among the wise. Proverbs 29 and 15, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself brings his mother to shame. Proverbs 3 and 18 says, she is a tree of life to them that lay hold upon her, and happy is everyone that return her. And this is what we're talking about when the Most High says, seek out wisdom, and she will be found in you. So we're going to go in context and read in Proverbs, the 2nd chapter, 1 through 6, and get the understanding of what saying, searching for her silver. And it says right here, it said, my son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments within thee, so that thou incline thy ears unto wisdom and apply thy heart to understanding. Yea, if thou cry after knowledge and lifted up thy voice for understanding, and thou seekest her as silver and searching for her as his treasure, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Most High and find the knowledge of God. For the Most High giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. And this is when we look according to the scriptures as well, when we read through the entire 6 verses up in the 2nd chapter, also where it said, he taught me also and said unto me, let thy heart retain my words, keep my commandments, and live. And when we go in context with this, Proverbs 4 and 4, we could look at Deuteronomy 30, verse 19 and 20. And this reads, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live, that thou mayest love the Most High thy God, and that thou mayest obey his voice, and that thou mayest cleave unto him, for he is thy life, and the length of thy days, that thou mayest dwell in the land which the Most High sware unto thy fathers, to Abraham, and to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give them. And see, we're willing to keep the laws of the Creator. The Most High is willing to bless us and put us back in the land of what he promised our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? So that really needs to be looked at and considered on what it is expected on making the right decision, coming back to the laws of God. And the title of this video, I'm on the do Torah, where it talks about incest, because a lot of our people have a misunderstanding that, hey, if you have an in-law, that's family that you can't touch. You see what I'm saying? When a lot of horrific things have happened when it comes down to incest, as far as like we talking about sex, it's immoral for a man to have sex with somebody that's related to him, just as well as a woman. So I'm gonna read from the book of Leviticus, and we're gonna read in the 18th chapter, starting with the 6th verse, and then we're gonna come into some testimonies as well, because the law also stipulates in Deuteronomy 6 and 17, where it tells you, it says, "You shall diligently keep the commandments of the Most High your God, and his testimony, and his statutes which he hath commanded thee. And thou shalt do that which is right and good in the sight of the Most High, that it may be well with thee, and that thou mayest go in and possess the good land which the Most High sware unto thy fathers." And this is what we just read according to Deuteronomy 30, 19 and 20, where he said that he will give the land to us that he had gave to our fathers. So we're going to read according to the laws as well. We might enter, we're going to just go and dissect some scriptures, and then we're going to stop and give an understanding of the law through the testimony. In the Leviticus 18 chapter, starting at the 6th verse, said, "None of you shall approach to any that is near kin to him to uncover their nakedness. I am the Most High. The nakedness of thy father or the nakedness of thy mother shalt thou not uncover. She is thy mother, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife shalt thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness." So this is where we talking about having sex with your father's wife, or a daughter having sex with her mother's husband. And so I want to stop right there and show you according to the testimony. And we're going to go into the book of Genesis, 19th chapter. And we're going to start at the 23rd verse. So we're going to go according to the testimony and read according to the law what the Most High means when he said that you shall never uncover your father's nakedness or your mother. So let's start reading right here. And starting at the 23rd, it says, "The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered Sodom. Then the Most High rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Most High out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plains and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And Abraham gate up early in the morning to the place where he stood before the Most High. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah, and toward the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass, when Yah destroyed the cities of the plain, that God remembered Abraham and sent Lot out of the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities in which Lot dwelt. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountains, and his two daughters with him. For he feared to dwell in Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, he and his two daughters. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. And it came to pass on the morrow, the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father, let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father. And they made their father drink wine that night also. And the younger arose and lay with him, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. Thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab. And the same is the father of the Moabites unto this day. And the younger she also bare a son, and called his name Ben-Ami. The same is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day. So, according to the law, a man should never lay with his daughter, and the daughter should never lay with her father. Now, let's go into further context. We'll get back to the law, and we're going to read, starting at verse 9. It said, the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father, or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. Right here, we see that we could go according to the law. Now let's go further and read until then we're going to go to the testimony. And it says, the nakedness of thy father's wife, daughter begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, she is thy father's near kinswoman. That's your aunt. But we finna go into 2 Samuel 13 and give a testimony according to the law from 9 and verse 10. 2 Samuel 13. Okay, 2 Samuel 13. And this testimony, according to what we're going to read, is about Amnon who slept with his sister Terah. And we see that this was wickedness, that he went against the law. And we start at verse 1 says, and it came to pass after this, that Absalom, the son of David, had a fair sister whose name was Tamar. And Amnon, the son of David, loved her. And Amnon was so vexed that he fell sick for his sister Tamar, for she was a virgin, but Amnon thought it hard for him to do anything to her. But Amnon had a friend whose name was Onadab, the son of Shemiah, David's brother, and Onadab was a very subtle man. And he said unto him, why art thou being the king's son, mean from day to day? Wilt thou not tell me? And Amnon said unto him, I love Tamar, my brother, Absalom's sister. And Onadab said unto him, lay thee down on thy bed and make thyself sick, and when thy father cometh to see thee, say unto him, I pray thee, that my sister Tamar come and give me meat, and dress the meat in my sight, that I may see it and eat at her hand. So Amnon lay down and made himself sick. And when the king was come to see him, Amnon said unto the king, I pray thee, let Tamar my sister come and make me a couple of cakes in my sight, that I may eat at her hand. Then David sent home to Tamar, saying, go now to thy brother Amnon's house, and dress him meat. So Tamar went to her brother Amnon's house, and he was laid down. And she took flour and kneaded it, and made cakes in his sight, and did bake the cake. And she took a pan and poured them out before him, but she refused to eat. And Abner said, have out all men from me. And they went out every man from him. And Abner said unto Tamar, bring the meat into the chamber, that I may eat of thy hand. And Tamar took the cakes which she had made, and brought them into the chamber to Abner her brother. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, she took hold of her, and said unto her, come lie with me, my sister. And she answered him, nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly, and not whither shall I cause my shame to go. And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore I pray thee, speak unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee. Howbeit he would not hearken unto our voice, but being stronger than she, forced her, and lay with her. Then Abner hated exceedingly, so the hatred without he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her. And Abner said unto her, arise, be gone. And she said unto him, there is no cause, this evil sending me away is greater than the other that thou didst unto me. But he would hearken unto her. Then he called his servant that ministered unto him, and said, put now this woman out from me, and bolt the door after her. And she had a garment of divers color upon her. For with such robes was the king's daughter that were virgins' apparel. Then his servant brought her out, and bolted the door after her. And Tamar put ashes on her head, and went a garment of divers colors that was on her, and laid her hand on her head, and went on crying. And Absalom her brother said unto her, have Amnon thy brother been with thee? But hold now thy peace, my sister, she is thy brother. Regard not this thing. So Tamar remained desolate in her brother's Absalom's house. So this is a testimony according to the law that we see that Abner raped his sister Tamar. And this is why the law is implemented, that it said in verse 9 and 10, said the nakedness of thy sister, the daughter of thy father's, or daughter of thy mother, whether she be born at home or born abroad, even their nakedness thou shalt not uncover. The nakedness of thy son's daughter, or thy daughter's daughter, even the nakedness thou shalt not uncover, for there is thy own nakedness. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister, thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. As we further read, it says, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister, she is thy father's near kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's near kin. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife, she is thy aunt. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law, she is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife, it is thy brother's nakedness. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are near kin. For they are near kinswoman. It is wickedness. It says in verse 18, neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister, to vex her, to uncover her nakedness beside the other in her lifetime. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put apart for uncleanness, right? Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. So with this one, we talk about you shall not take a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as uh, she is put apart for her uncleanness. And I'm going to look at like two of them because in Deuteronomy 24, 1 and 4, according to the law about divorce, I'm going to go to, I know what it is, uncleanness. When you're looking at, I'm going to just see what the Most High would say. What this is, Deuteronomy 24, put apart. So basically, they're just talking about uncleanness, like a woman who's purification. He's talking about purification when she's been set apart. So now I get what he's saying. Let's go to a woman's issue. But see, according to the law, if a man divorced a woman for her uncleanness, he had found uncleanness in her, he could give a bill of divorcement and let her be married to another man. Now, this is talking about and pertaining to, it says, also thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put apart for her uncleanness. Now, we know about the marriage, and this right here is talking about her bearing a child, a man-child. She's considered unclean for 7 days, and she has to be on bed rest for 33 days. And then it talks about her being right here as when she have a maid child, of a daughter, she is considered unclean for 14 days, and she have to be at bed rest for 66 days. And when you look at through this is in the book of Leviticus, chapter 12, and you can read starting at the second verse. And I'm gonna go with both books because it's also found in Leviticus, so I'm gonna read and try to let people understand what the Most High is saying, and we got to make a decision on knowing, understanding what the Most High is saying. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, if a woman hath conceived seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean. Oh, this is what it's talking about. Okay, unclean 7 days according to the days of the separation for infirmities shall she be unclean. We also have about leprosy. Leprosy is considered uncleanness just as well. So because according to the law, Leviticus 12, this woman will have to be married. In Leviticus 12, and we're reading the second verse all the way to the 8th verse, and then we're going to Leviticus 15, starting at the 19th verse, and it will read all the way to 33. So A man cannot marry a woman if she unclean, as we talking about leprosy. Because then in leprosy, she is set apart from the camp. We got man's issue. Let's see. Leprosy. Adultery. Dietary. Leprosy right here. Let's start in verse 1. It says, "And the Most High spake unto Moses and Aaron, saying, When a man shall have in the skin of the flesh, and a scab or a bright spot, and if it be in the skin of his flesh, like the plague of leprosy, then he shall be brought unto Aaron the priest, or unto one of his sons the priest. And the priest shall look on the plague in the skin of the flesh, and with the hair, and the plague is turned white. The plague in the sight be deeper than the skin of his flesh. It is a plague of leprosy. And the priest shall look on him and pronounce him unclean." And this is the same story. There's a similar story when we look in the book of Numbers 12, and we see that Miriam mocked at Moses for him being married to an Ethiopian woman. And we won't start on Numbers 12, verse 1. It said, "And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, Have the Most High indeed spoken only by Moses? Have he had not spoken also by us?" And the Most High heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And the Most High spake strongly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, "Come out, ye three, unto the tabernacle of the congregation." And they three came out. And the Most High came down in the pillar of the cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, "Hear now my son's word. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Most High, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. In the similitude of the Most High shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?" And the anger of the Most High was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, "Alas, my master, I beseech thee, lay not sins upon us, where we have done foolishly, and where we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, and he cometh out of his mother's womb." And Moses cried unto the Most High, saying, "Heal her now, O God, I beseech thee." And the Most High said unto Moses, "If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed? 7 days let her be shut out from the camp. 7 days, and after that let her be received in again." And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not. So Miriam was brought in again, and afterwards the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran. So we understand the Most High is letting you know, according to Leviticus 18 and 19, "Thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she is put apart for uncleanness." And we talking about when she's set apart for whatever the situation is, for her purification, her flower. A man is not to uncover her nakedness, meaning you are not to sleep with a woman that's on her cycle. And we can read that in Leviticus 15. And this one just talks about a woman's issue. Leviticus 20:18, and if a man shall lie with a woman, having her sickness, and shall uncover her nakedness, he have discovered her fountain, and she have uncovered the fountain of her blood, and both of them shall be cut off from among their people. You can die from this. The Most High will kill you for this. It says, Leviticus 15:24, and if any man lie with her at all, or her foul be upon him, he shall be unclean 7 days, and all the bed whereon he lieth shall be unclean. Leviticus 18:19. Also thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness as long as she is put upon for uncleanness. And this is context right here. So it's talking about a woman being on her purification. Leviticus 20:11 said, and the man that lieth with her wife, and he have uncovered their father's naked, and both of them shall be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Leviticus 20:12 says, and if a man lie with his daughter-in-law, both of them shall surely be put to death. They wrought confusion, their blood shall be upon them. Now, when you look at Leviticus 20:11, and the man that lies with his father's wife, he have uncovered his father naked, and both of them shall be put to death. Her blood shall be upon him. This also talks about the law, Exodus 20:17. It says, thou shalt not cover thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not uncover thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, or anything is thy neighbor. Also, in Exodus 20:14, it tells you thou shalt not commit adultery. So, with all these laws that coincide with each other, is letting you know when you uncover your relative nakedness is committing a sin, and you can't die for it. That's the judgment. He said, Leviticus 20:20, and if a man shall lie with his uncle's wife, he have uncovered his uncle's nakedness. They shall bear their sins. They shall die childless. Leviticus 20:21, and if a man shall take his brother's wife, it is an unclean thing. He have uncovered his brother's nakedness. They shall be childless. So it's letting you know, only the way this is permitted is when your brothers die, and it tells you about the brother taking on the responsibility of his brothers that's now deceased, and he's supposed to fulfill the obligation. Right here, I'm gonna show you Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy 25 and 5-10. It says right here, if brethren dwell together and one of them die and have no child, the wife of the dead shall not marry without unto a stranger. Her husband's brother shall go in unto her and take her to him to wife, and perform the duties of a husband's brother unto her. And it shall be that the firstborn which she bears shall succeed and the name of his brother which is dead, that his name be not put out of Israel. And if the man like not take his brother's wife, then let his brother's wife go up to the gate unto the elders and say, my husband's brother refuseth to raise up unto his brothers a name in Israel. He will not perform the duties of my husband's brother. Then the elders of the city shall call him and speak unto him. And if he stand to it and say, I like not to take her, then shall his brother's wife come unto him in the presence of the elders and loose his shoe from off his foot and spit in his face, and shall answer and say, so shall it be done unto the man that will not build up his brother's house, and his name shall be called in Israel the house of him that hath his shoes. And this is according to the law. It's only when that brother died. And you can look according to the testimonies in the book of Ruth, the 4th chapter, and I think it started from the 7th verse to the 17th. And also look in the book of Genesis in chapter 38. So this was the whole conclusion to Torah according to the laws of incest. The Most High does not permit it. It's considered wickedness and is an abomination to Israel. And this is something that the Most High does not allow. And I want to conclude this video. I thank brothers and sisters out here that's trying to get themselves back in tune with the Creator. I need to work hard as well. Jeremiah 9:23 and 24 says, thus saith Most High, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, let not the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let him that glory in this, that he understand and knoweth me, that I am the Most High, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Most High. And we go further along, we go read in the book of Proverbs 27:1 and 2. It says, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. Let another man praise thee, and not thy own mouth, a stranger, and not thy own lips. Jeremiah 13, chapter 16, verse says, give glory to the Most High your God before you cause darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains, and while you look for light, he turned it into the shadows of death and make it gross darkness. And finally, I like to read in the book of Amos, that's in context to Jeremiah 13 and 16, the 8th chapter, 11 through 14. Behold, the days come, saith the Most High God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Most High. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Most High, and shall not find it. And that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. They that swear by the sin of Samaria, and say, thy God, O Ben, liveth, in the manner of Beersheba liveth, even they shall fall and never rise up again. So I thank brothers and sisters for coming out, checking me out. This is information based upon the laws of incest. I look forward to brothers and sisters fellowship in the congregation of the Most High God Israel. I'm going to say shalom.